Hi guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I have just a mini haul for you today. And I kind of want to talk to you about, what I'm going to be doing with some of these products and what you can look forward to seeing. And so this is some shopping that I did in Ali Edwards' store. And so I kind of divided it up into 3 different things that I picked up. And my goal with buying these different products is I'm going to be starting a traveler's notebook kind of about my travels that don't necessarily, they're not family trips, they don't involve the kids, but I am a really huge traveler. I'm a travel fanatic, and so I wanted a place where I can put some of those travel adventures and bucket list things and my feelings about different cities I've gone to that's kind of separate from my family's. So I ordered a few products to kind of help me do that. And so I'm just going to show you what I got really quickly and kind of share with you my vision so far. So I picked up in the summer releases, she had a sticker set. And it comes with, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different kinds of kind of sticker embellishments that you can add. And I really like that there's 2 sheets of each, because in a traveler's notebook spread, that way I can have my left hand side and my right hand side kind of coordinating with the same types of elements. So this first one just has some really great circles, a bunch of labels, a couple of stars. Really versatile, easy to use. It's a little bit better like there. Okay, so there's 2 sheets of those, and then there's 2 sheets of these flags that I use these a lot on top of the edge of my photos. So I'm really excited to have these, and the colors are perfect. They coordinate really well with the rest of the things that I picked up, and they also kind of say travel and adventure and that type of thing to me. So things like Heart This, Stories of Life, Daily Adventure, kind of things that I want to be able to include already. And like I said, I do really enjoy putting these on top of photos. This one is just a really basic kind of neutral grayish grayish color. And so these are also really versatile to layer behind things and have peeking out of the edges or to do some stamping on. So I'm excited to have a couple of sheets of those. And then I also have 2 sheets of the little tab labels. And these are also really great because if you've watched my traveler's notebook layouts, you know that I tend to put a lot of things that need to flip. Like happens to be sitting on my desk. For example, this card right here in the middle, I want that to be able to flip. So having that little label right there in the middle of my traveler's notebook is something that I do often. So these are really great in that same coordinating color scheme and little phrases. And then the last one that's in there are these black and white and these bigger circles. And I really enjoy using things that are in Ali Edwards' handwriting. I think her handwriting is beautiful. And so these stickers are just gorgeous. And if you know me at all or you watch my channel, you know that I love pops of black with all of my bright colors. So this black and white detailing really speaks to me that way. So that was the sticker bundle. And then I also picked up the 4x6 and 3x4 cards that she had as part of that same summer release. And these are all kind of vacation and summer related. There are 2 of each so that you can use the front and the back. So I'm going to go through these pretty quickly so that you can see them. But this one is just vacation story and then getting ready, adventuring, and coming home in that same kind of neutral color palette. And then we have Let's Be Adventurers and Pack Your Bags on the back. Travel isn't reward for working, it's education for living. I really like that one. And then a different quote here on the back. We live in a wonderful world that is full of beauty, charm, and adventure. There is no end to the adventures we can have if only we seek them with our open eyes. So both of those really usable. I can definitely see these as kind of an insert that you flip and then maybe adding some journaling or some little details. But definitely an insert for this one so you can see both sides. So then we have travel memories and some journaling space, and then just vacation, bring on the fun, and a really fun color combination. So that would also be awesome as a flip tab, so you could use both sides. The 3x4s, this one's just a go heart, and then on the road. This adventure was, and you can kind of fill in the number of stars, and that would probably coordinate with some of these sticker stars as well. Seek with eyes open. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Same beautiful color combinations. Remember this, number 1 and number 2. Ready, Set, Go with that black and white, or Go Out and Play. And then super excited to go blank with you, so you can kind of fill that in, or this would be really fun to have the kids or my kids kind of write in that space. Or then on the back, travel details, time, date, and all that stuff. And so I really like kind of the more whimsical feel of those. And then the last one we also have is Bon Voyage, and then Today's Adventure, Here's How It Went. And so this would also be a really fun one to be able to put, you know, my perspective and my kids' perspective, or my perspective and my husband's perspective on a trip or an adventure. And so that would be a really fun thing to kind of include in that traveler's notebook as well. So that was the second set. And then I also ordered this story kit for this month. And so as always, it comes in this really amazing pocket so I can keep everything together. The 4x6 cards. We have this one, which is kind of like a pale yellow, and then Follow Your Heart and You Will Never Be Lost. This one with the circles, which I absolutely love. I love this circle detail that Ali Edwards does. Same really bright, fun colors that coordinate with everything. And then We Have What We Seek, It Is There All the Time, and if we give it time, it will make itself known to us. Recently Lost, Recently Found, Lost and Found, Finding My Way. Kind of this neat ampersand. Some Beautiful Past Can't Be Discovered Without Getting Lost. And then those story sparks that come in all of her kits. So that's the 4x6. And I love how well all of these products coordinate together. For the 3x4s, sometimes you find yourself in the middle of nowhere, and sometimes in the middle of nowhere you find yourself. And I like that there's still enough room to add some detail or some pop of color or even some extra journaling. We lose ourselves in books and we find ourselves there too. And this is really neat because every place we go, we tend to visit a bookstore, and I end up taking a lot of pictures of these different like little family-owned bookstores and things. So this is kind of a neat card to have for that. Some pale pink tone-on-tone plus signs, and then Things I've Lost, Things I've Found, Wanderlust, Hello Adventure, Let's Get Lost, and that's a really pretty color combination too. If Found, Please Return To, and then Lose Yourself in the Things You Love, for that is where you will find yourself too. Looking, Seeking, Hoping, Currently Feeling, where you can kind of highlight, circle, or this would be really fun to kind of hand stitch around certain words that you wanted to include. And then I Am Here, Living Life One Day at a Time. And then just a nice, neat pattern on the back that kind of brings all the colors together. And then it also came with a sheet of these map stickers, and these are kind of like a cardstock, what's the word I'm looking for? Thickness. Cardstock thickness. And so 6 of those, and you definitely wouldn't have to use these as is. You could totally cut these up and use them in smaller chunks. We have some chipboard, and the thing I like about Ali Edwards chipboard for a traveler's notebook is it's a lot thinner than some of the other chipboard, which makes it not quite so bulky and easier to use. And so lots of circles and phrases that all go together, and this would be a really fun element to use with these stickers, adding these little extra smaller details to some of these. Like any one of these would look adorable even set in the center of that stripe. So they will work really well together that way. We also have these circles. Let's open them up. Sorry about the packaging, guys. So Living, Learning, This Life, Open to the Possibilities, Keep Exploring, Discovery, Part of the Journey, Lost and Found, This Story, and Who, What, Where, When, Why. And I really like these because they also will kind of nestle in. They would fit with these circles. They would work in coordination with these circles. They would also go really well with this, kind of tucked in the middle of this area. I also like the spacing that they've done on these, so I could take it and use it as a half. And then the other half is still usable as well. So that kind of helps if you're trying to show consistency throughout that entire traveler's notebook. And then they also have these little cork geotags, and those are on the thinner side too. So I think I can still get those to work inside that traveler's notebook. We have the acrylic piece, same as always comes in her kits. It just says lost +, found. And then we also have a bunch of, I think these are acetate words, not vellum words. Let me open it here real quick. Again, I apologize for the packaging here, guys, but I wanted to show you this stuff so that I can start on this project. Okay, so these are definitely more of an acetate feel with the white lettering. So we've got Discover, There, Lost, and Found, again with that +, and there's another +. Seek, which is really fun because that is my one little word for this year was seek. Here, and hide. Oh, so you could do hide and seek with that extra +, which would be super fun too. And I really like that these are on white because then they coordinate with everything and you can do that pop of white and black. And so that is it. So I'm going to be using these goodies to put together a new traveler's notebook, kind of showing you guys some of my travel, my thoughts about travel, places I've been, places I want to go. And so I hope you will click down below, like, and subscribe, and come back and see how I use all of these in my traveler's notebook. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye!